people, as you people, or guys, probably may or may not know, my computer had a pretty horrible airflow issue. Like, it only had one out fan and no in air. So basically that what happened is that it started to build up negative pressure inside the computer, which means it'll be harder for the fan to push the air out. So I came up with quite a ghetto solution to this, as I had just an old CPU cooler just laying around in the room from an old computer I pulled out in, was that a computer from 2003-ish? Was my dad's. He built it himself. Yes, actually in 2003 he built it off new parts back then. Well, those parts are not that new now, that's for sure. And have degraded quite a bit since then. Yeah, enough of just standing about right here. Let's go down. Down to business. Business, there's no business. Ow! That's the second time as well. Let me sit down. Yeah, you can see that with the zip tie still holding it in, because you know that little fan is way too small, and that makes it a little bit noisy, and you'll see why it's noisy and why it has to run at a constant speed. Yeah. Hold on. Before I take the cover off, I should probably talk a little bit, so that video doesn't get to be too short. You see, yeah, I'm sorry guys for the lack of gameplay video this weekend. Just didn't have enough time. My schedule was a little bit full. So we'll have to do with this. And yeah, I have two desktop computers. This one I may benchmark that if I get a hard drive for it. Because I'll tell you what, this computer, when I'm already out talking about computers, this computer, I had a hard drive for it laying around because school wanted the hard drive back, understandably. I'm not sure where that hard drive is right now, the one that I just had laying around. But the thing is, the school wanted the old one back. Okay, fine. I gave the old one back because I already have one laying around at home, right here. Thing is though, my hard drive, the 500GB one I just laying around, was apparently fried from a lightning strike a couple of years back. That was quite unfortunate. You know, things happen. So that when I get a hard drive, I'll be getting to this one and benchmarking it, which will happen sometime. Anyway, now let's take the cover off, or cover, it's not called, the side panel off of this computer. Just let me cut this. Yes guys, as you now can see, this is the ghetto solution to my airflow problem. Getting inside of it. This is the CPU cooler. If you get a little bit better lighting of this, yes. That's the CPU cooler, the old one from 2003. You know, it pushes quite a lot of air. Sure, it's static pressure, but it's better than nothing. Because I'm gonna make sure of this to tell it to you. This is only a temporary solution. I may even replace that one. I shouldn't touch it. Because you know, when the fans get smaller, they get louder. This one is not. It's not too loud, but it's not quiet either. And I shouldn't touch it. Shouldn't touch it. We're doing it anyway. And this is how it's all connected. As you can see, the where is that's the 3-pin power connector. It's only using the two of the pins. And this is why it's running at 100% of the time. This is not controlled by the motherboard or something, no. This is getting constant power with no regulation whatsoever. Because this is going through Molex. And it was a little bit of a pain to get that connected up. That was not glamorous or elegant. Sounded like I almost broke something when I did it, but it works. Missed the phone. So yeah, that's what was my solution to the airflow problem. Air in, air out. So, bye people. And before you go, if you have any ideas of what I should do in the future, please comment down below, because I'm running out of ideas. Bye.